the thing of your reaction is going to be when you watch it over again. I wanted to do it so you watch it too.
What princess are you today? You're Cinderella. Juliana Snow has a neuromuscular disease that's slowly taking her life. She can't walk or breathe on her own, or even use her hands to play with glitter.
There's no such thing as too much. Okay.
The next time Juliana gets a cold or any infection, her body will be too weak to fight it off. What do the doctors tell you is likely to happen if she were to get another cold?
She will most likely die if she gets another cold. You okay?
Juliana's doctors presented her parents, Steve Snow and Michelle Moon, with two devastating options. Juliana could die at home in her pink princess room, made comfortable, surrounded by family. Or she could go to the hospital, where treatment likely couldn't save her, or even if it did, she would likely have a terrible quality of life.
Everyone told us there is no right answer.
So Michelle and Steve asked Juliana something almost no parent could even fathom. When she was just 4 years old, they asked her what she wanted to do, go to the hospital or go to heaven. You blogged about it.
Yes.
So let's take a look.
Okay, so me, Juliana, if you get sick again, do you want to go to the hospital or stay home? Juliana, not the hospital. Me, even if that means you will go to heaven if you stay home? Juliana, yes. Me. And you know that mommy and daddy won't come with you right away. You'll go by yourself first. Juliana, don't worry, God will take care of me. Me. And if you go to the hospital, it may help you get better and let you come home again and spend more time with us. I need to make sure you understand that. Hospital may let you have more time with mommy and daddy. Juliana, I understand.
Juliana told her parents she hated the hospital, especially a procedure called nasotracheal suctioning.
So basically you stick a tube with on a suction machine and you stick it up the nose, down past the tongue, back into the throat, as deep as you can go, and you start suctioning. If given the choice of me or one of the other respiratory techs, she usually asks for me to do it.
Was that hard to do?
Yeah.
Could you watch her go through that again, do you think?
Yeah. If I had to, I'd do it.
Would it save her life to do it again if she were to get an infection?
I don't think so.
Michelle and Steve say when the time comes, they'll honor their daughter's wishes to die at home and go to heaven over the hospital. Some parents wouldn't have consulted a child so young. They would have said, we're the parents. So you asked your daughter at the age of 4, what do you think? What should we do?
Juliana had to go through hundreds of rounds of nasotracheal suctioning. She knows exactly what that was. She was awake for every single one. She knows what that is. So I think she has a right. I think she has a say.
Juliana's doctors told CNN she's an exceptionally wise 5-year-old, and they support her parents' decision to carry out her wishes. For now, Juliana's enjoying her life with her parents, her big brother Alex, and her princesses. Are Elsa and Anna, I forget, are they cousins or?
They're sisters.
Oh, they're sisters.
It's Anna.
Oh, it's Anna. I said Anna. It's
Yes.
Anna. I'm sorry.
She forgives you.
What are your realistic hopes for her for the rest of the time that she does have left?
Be comfortable, be happy, feel loved.
What's gotten you through it?
Faith. Whoever you may pray with, wherever you may be, I can guarantee for certain God listens to you and me. Faith that she will be in a better place when her time comes, and we can go join her someday, and this will all pass away.
What do you want people to remember about Juliana?
Her heart. She is just so much love. Just so much love.
It's just so sad. Elizabeth joins us now. Juliana talked about what she thinks heaven will be like. What did she say?
Right, her mother had a discussion with her about that, Anderson. And her mother says that what they discussed is that in heaven, she won't be in a wheelchair. She'll be able to run around outside. She'll be able to play. She'll be able to eat, none of which she can do right now.
And her doctors are supportive of the parents' decision?
They are. I interviewed several of her doctors and nurses, and all of them were supportive of the choice that her parents have made. I want to read you actually two of them. Her nurse in the intensive care unit, who was with her over several hospital stays, said, "There is no cure for her, and I want her living and dying in her princess room at home, surrounded by her family, not by the cold technology of the hospital." And then her pulmonologist, Dr. Danny Shaw, told me, "For her, there is no light at the end of the tunnel. She doesn't have a long time left to live. I have the utmost faith in her mother and in her father. They're phenomenal parents, and they have her best wishes at heart."
Okay. That was sad, and I wanna watch this recover.
Last month, the Taggart family of Cedar Mill, Oregon, set off a firestorm of controversy after petitioning the state for the right to end the life of their 13-year-old brain-dead daughter. Jean Ann Morton takes us beyond the facts.
Caitlin Taggart was a beautiful, lively girl who loved laughing and playing outside. But all that changed at the age of 12. Caitlin slipped into a persistent vegetative state, confining her almost entirely to her bed and Facebook.
She doesn't even have basic motor functions anymore. We literally have to drag her to the car to drive her to school in the morning.
She's totally unresponsive when we talk to her. Her eyes just roll back in her head.
Caitlin, honey, it's your dad.
With no hope that their daughter would ever recover, the Taggarts decided to seek legal permission to end Caitlin's life. It is the most difficult decision we've ever had to make, but we just keep reminding ourselves that the real Caitlin is already gone. It's just her body texting. But the Taggarts soon found themselves at the center of a heated controversy as euthanasia opposition groups mobilized to stop them. These protesters say the groans and exasperated sighs Caitlin sometimes makes prove there is hope for recovery. But the Taggart's physician, Dr. Kevin DeBacker, disagrees.
The sounds and movements that Caitlin makes are caused by random synapses firing in what's left of her brain tissue as a response to atmospheric changes, like it being cold in a restaurant or her mother bursting into a room, even though there is a little thing called privacy.
Dr. DeBacker believes euthanasia is a humane way to end Caitlin's suffering.
We give her one painless injection, and that's it. Her eyes may flutter a bit, or she may murmur, "Are you for real killing me right now?" But then her struggle will finally be over.
Back at the Taggart home, the family is already preparing for life without Caitlin.
It's hard, but we know we're making the right decision. Her organs can help other children. We can give her eyes to someone who would actually use them to read a book.
I have cramps. And I don't even... What would you tell other parents?
I want parents out there to go home tonight and hug their kids and be thankful they don't have such a piss poor attitude.
For Beyond the Facts, I'm Jean Ann Morton.
3 days ago, Caitlin's life was legally ended. Caitlin, by the way, was the first Oregon resident to undergo the procedure since 2009, when a dentist had his receptionist euthanized after she was unable to perform any function other than eating all the candy in the waiting room.
A recent study from the Centers for Disease Control finds that over 100 million children are being exposed to harmful levels of stupidity in their own homes. Here.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna do one more. That was. So the two things I already watched was about the news. I don't know which one, but now what. This is Sammy XOXO. Or XOX. The song for another mascot.
For mild to moderate eczema, Eucrisa can be used almost everywhere, on almost every body, like the fingers of a flight attendant, the side of a super.
We got that rich girl, L.A. She would be good in her daddy's. Everything's been so messed up here lately. Pretty sure he don't wanna be my baby. Oh, he don't love me, he don't love me, he don't love me, he don't love me, but that's okay. 'Cause I love me, I love me, I love me, I love myself anyway. Hey, everything's gonna be alright, everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna be a good, good life. That's what my therapist say. Everything's gonna be alright, everything's gonna be just fine. It's gonna be a good, good life. I'm a mess, I'm a loser, I'm a hater, I'm a user. I'm a mess for your love, it ain't new. I'm obsessed, I'm embarrassed, I don't trust no one around us. I'm a mess for your love, it ain't new.
Come on, listen to